Hello and welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages. Oh, wow, Zanny, you're on it in the chat room. This is your captain speaking. I am the GM Tim. I am your dungeon master for tonight's game, and with us is our ever illustrious crew. We've got Sam playing Captain Zanny. Hello, Sam.
Hello, good evening.
We've got Commander, I keep doing it, Commander Yazikov, First Officer and Chief Tactical Officer, right?
Yeah, Chief Security Officer.
And then, security or tactical? Tactical. You're like Worf and Tasha Yar and...
Yeah, is that Chief Security? Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of, it was like, yeah. And then we've got...
Chief of whatever you want at this point.
And then
Chief of getting shot.
Lieutenant Commander Gurkhan, played by Gopal, our Chief Engineer. Hello, sir.
Hello.
And Lieutenant Sofek, our Chief Science Officer, played by nice, played by Stefan.
Finish the intro.
And with us tonight is our fantastic guest star, Laura Thompson. Hello, Laura. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Super
I
excited.
get to be omnipotent tonight, so I'm very excited.
Are you feeling super keen?
I'm super. Thanks for asking.
Yes.
You were super too.
No, don't. Let's not sing. We're gonna. I've got a friend's. It's a friend's birthday today, so I'm wearing his band's T-shirt. So go listen to the Aubreys, and I'm gonna name an NPC after him tonight. Sam, I believe you've got a captain's log for us.
Of course I do.
Then let us begin, crew.
Right. Captain's log. Our mission here in the Expanse has first and foremost been one of science and exploration. We've started to map a stellar cluster that dwarfs the Jewel Box cluster. It's nice to have some downtime after the Romulans, the Borg, the Romulans, more Romulans, and some weird alien species that I don't know what we've called yet, but we helped save their planet, and hopefully we haven't destroyed their civilization. Anyways, stellar mapping is much quieter. We'll see how this goes.
All right, and the camera kind of zooms in underneath and goes in through the ventral bridge that we've got. See, I got it right today. Hey! We zoom into the bridge, and Sofek, 'tis your time to shine. So you guys have been exploring a new stellar cluster, and it is pretty, like super pretty. Like everything looks really good, and I believe you've got some information for us.
Well, first of all, prettiness is not a logical assessment of the nebula or of the stellar cluster.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a fascinating cluster.
Metric.
It is astronomically pleasing.
Astronomically pleasing. All right.
Yes, the stellar cluster is new on the cosmic scale. It's only about 10 to 14 million years old. It may be the youngest on record, and there are almost 150 stars. The brightest stars is in the cluster are supergiants.
Okay. Gurkhan, I believe you've got some information.
Yeah, because it's a stellar cluster, there's lots of gravimetric stuff happening in there. Tons of stars too close to each other. We don't want to get our ship too close because we've seen what happens when we get into gravimetric shear before.
Yeah, you have actually.
But we do have class 4 microprobes. They might be small enough to hold up. So I'm going to be outfitting a few of those with maybe some extra hull plating just to hold together with the gravimetric shear.
Excuse me. Yeah, you could probably launch some if you wanted to. Yazikov, that would actually be on you. Do you want to launch a couple class 4 microprobes into the stellar cluster?
Yeah. I mean, that's why we're here, right? Is to map things?
Yeah.
Cool. I read that brief.
Before we get too far, Tim, Captain determines what our modular labs are.
Ah, okay. So, Captain, what are the modular labs for today?
Stellar phenomenon, stellar cartography.
Okay.
Probably the best one.
All right.
What it almost always is. We should not have it modular. We should just have a big stellar cartography tab.
At one point, we're going to be told to go to like war or something. It'll be nice to change.
Yeah, so our modular labs are now studying Sun Tzu.
I would never. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. So you launched the probes, Yezikov?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Beagle is
Next
like,
to the
why
big
don't I
red
get to boop?
You don't need to make the sounds yourself. The computers do it.
Beagle leans into you. Beagle leans into you. You totally need to make the sounds.
He leans up.
Oh yeah, he leans up. He's like, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Beagle. I have it from here.
Okay. Beagle is our Lieutenant Junior grade, my NPC that started as a one-off character, and the crew adopted him into the bridge crew.
Yeah,
So
we
he's
also
been
have to
around for
point
3
out
seasons
that
now.
Yezikov is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, Shaquille O'Neal-looking female.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I mean, you're
like 7 foot and yoked.
Very tall.
Yeah.
Your hands
Yeah.
are the size of my head.
You constantly smell of icy hot.
You have 2 George Foreman grills in your quarters.
I was thinking more of the Russian guy from Rocky IV, but sure.
Oh, that's even
Oh,
better.
Dolph Lundgren?
Rango?
Yeah,
Yes,
go for it.
absolutely.
I will break
Dies,
you.
it dies.
Roll the dice. All right, so you launch the probes and some alarms go off.
All right.
Commander,
Sylvie,
did you open the launch doors first?
Ah, shit. I knew I forgot something.
You open the launch doors.
Probe telemetry is starting to come in, Sofik. It looks like the modulated particle conduit is acting up, and I'll send readings to your station.
All right, so if
I'll
can I
take
get
a look at it at once, Commander.
Science reading, please. So let's
Time to do
go.
Science.
Let's go. Control and science, or no, insight and science, because you're trying to. Yeah.
Please tell me that's Sofik rolling that.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Also,
I'll
before
let
I
you
roll,
do
what
these.
is our determination?
So the main determination is going to be prime directive, and your second determination is TBD. As in, like, I haven't given it to you yet, so you've only got 1 currently.
All right then.
That ain't shit.
Time. Time to science this.
Oh my
look, a
god!
1. Oh look, another.
Oh Jesus!
Let's start this party with a bang.
What
Oh.
was I
Ship
doing
supporting
again?
this roll at all?
I
That's
think
nuts.
you get a free question. Times 5.
So you just rolled 2 criticals. That's ridiculous. Okay. How about I don't even let you? Do you really want to ask, or do you want me to just give you the information at this point? It's
Give
pretty
me.
much. Yeah. So you guys are gonna have you have 3 momentum already in your pool to kick off. And Sofek, there's lots of extra dust in the stellar cluster, which isn't unusual. You're able to kind of like shunt the vents on the probe and clean them out without much problem. But almost as soon as you finish doing that, the probe just like stops like sending anything. Yezikov, you notice a massive burst of energy, and from the view screen, you can see a very quick formation of a supernova.
Well, that's not good. Sofik, that's the exploding one, right?
Yeah, that's when a star actually like explodes.
Sarah, get us out of here. Kicked into the breach.
All right. So Sarah
What's going on?
kind of like takes off, and you see the ship kind of arc out just as the sort of like the shockwave, because you were pretty close. Shockwave
Yeah.
just kind of like bounces you around a little bit and kind of does one of those like Star Trek on an angle, even though it really doesn't work that way, and you slide this way in warp, but it's always like cool because it looks cool. Zanny, you're kind of thrown into your door as you kind of go through.
Thanks for warning me. Jessica, that's on you.
Give me a fitness roll there, fitness and con.
Always have to be on your toes, sir.
Didn't know this was a simulation for that. Fitness and con, here it comes. Fitness.
Captain, I keep recommending handholds.
It's like old people baths.
All throughout the bridge. All right.
To help the captain in and out of his ready room.
You don't take any damage, Sam.
I do a flip off the door. What was that?
Yeah. You look like you kind of like caught yourself.
You didn't roll like me.
But it wasn't like, you didn't.
I didn't face palm and then.
And then you see a bright flash of light on the bridge, and there is a humanoid standing on the bridge with a robe and a large sword that is glowing.
Oh,
not copyright.
Situation report.
Who's sorry?
What was that? What was that, Laura? Say it again.
I said no. That's not right.
Okay.
And now, Admiral's uniform. Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, Lyle.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who am I? I am the magnificence. I am the all. I am your god. You should worship me now.
Believe it is a poet.
I think it thinks therefore it is, but I don't know what it's talking about.
He's wearing Starfleet Admiral uniform, sir.
No admiral I've ever known.
Do you know them all?
Actually, yeah. There's
Really?
a roster.
Really?
You get the
Which
names.
one?
It's like the only thing I pay attention to.
You know them all.
Boring. And about this time, another star goes off.
Yeah. So second supernova, which
Like here?
just to give you a reference, Sofek, supernova. You're only the third ship, or maybe the fourth ship that's ever witnessed a supernova, and they only go off in the Milky Way galaxy once every 100 years or so.
And we've just experienced two within a matter of minutes.
And they're
Yes.
usually old stars, not young stars.
And that's exactly it. They're very old stars, not very, very young stars.
I issue the order to brace for impact.
Oh no, you're far enough away now. It's just like,
Okay.
yeah.
So I glance over and I'm like, oops.
Wait a minute.
Were there any
Come on,
intelligent life forms
come on.
on nearby?
I can hear the gears turning. You can do it.
Yesikov,
Yes, sir.
what was that species that Picard encountered?
Pull a watch.
So many.
No, the
The
one that
I
always
believe you're
messed up
referring
his
to the
ship.
Q continuum, Captain.
That's the one.
We have a winner. Oh,
And-
aren't you fun?
And there's your second determination tonight. Ah, crap, Q.
Not today, Q. We don't have time for your shit.
Her accent just drops. Or was that Sarah looking over from back? Sarah loses her
was
temper for the
Sarah.
first time ever. Sarah's always calm as a cucumber, and then suddenly just not today, Q.
Get the fuck out of here. No, it's the lower decks thing.
Yeah. I know.
I say you and check your crap.
Oh, please. Everyone has time for Q. Well, everyone has time when Q is. Everyone has time.
Red alert. I don't know. What do we do with this thing? What do you want? Why are you here?
I have come to offer you the grandest of gifts, the most wondrous of opportunities for such a primitive, misbegotten species as yourselves. One of you shall become Q.
No
You're
say
welcome.
to.
Captain, I recommend we keep Gurkhan in the engineering.
Gurkhan's in the engineering section right next to you guys.
Third
he's doing
supernova.
the probe. And Gurkhan's just like, I do not think this person is Starfleet captain. Why are they wearing a admiral's uniform? I'm mildly confused.
They're definitely not. This is a Q. Could you stop blowing up stars?
Are there like
I don't know if the Klingons
intelligent life forms around these stars that she's blowing up? Or they're blowing up?
I don't know.
Not
I
really.
just got on the bridge. Sofek, did you scan for life forms? Did you get anywhere near?
Captain, there's priority distress call coming in from planet near most recent supernova. There are intelligent life forms nearby. They're destroying cultures. You need to stop this now.
I am here to stop this. It's in your hands. One of you shall become Q.
You are destroying these stars and murdering
I
cultures.
am not destroying anything.
Well, what is happening then?
Stars are blowing up.
And how is it happening?
How is it happening? One little molecule talks to one other little molecule, and they get together, and they have a party, and then it goes boom, and then one next to it goes boom, and the one after that goes boom.
We don't
You
have time
understand
for
the
this.
concept of fusion and fission, but what are you doing? Why are you want one of us to become a
Do I
Q?
look
So
like
hold
I'm
on.
doing anything?
I'm-
I am simply standing here looking fabulous.
I'm just going to interrupt for a sec. There has been now a distress call come in, and you have been alerted of it, Zanny. So you need to make the call one way or another.
About to say, set a course. We're gonna go rescue those. We're gonna go and at least investigate what that species is. See if we can help.
You got it, sir.
Maximum warp
Alright.
or speed. I didn't hear how far away it was.
Go
I don't
fast.
think so. I don't think
Maximum
we're going
warp.
anywhere until one of you decides who's going to play my game.
Okay, and with that, there's a bright flash of light, and and the 5 of you are on a planet. The 6 of you, because Beagle's there too.
Shit.
Hey, I don't want to be here.
None of us
Really?
want to be here.
You don't want to be here?
No.
Fine.
Bark.
And then-
Bark. Bark. Yeah, you guys see Beagle actually turn into a beagle, but it doesn't actually make a barking noise. He actually says bark.
Oh, of course.
Does he still have the Endorian antennas coming out?
Oh yeah,
instead of
yeah.
ears?
It's a dog with Endorian denta. Yeah,
Sit
instead of
in
beagles,
this.
absolutely. Yeah.
If Beagle starts flying and breathing fire, trank him.
Barry steps
I mean,
forward.
we don't need to wait, Captain.
How dare you do this to our crew? What
Oh,
is
you
your
get over it.
Turn it
It is
back.
just Beagle, Commander.
It's just Beagle.
Would you like to be dog? I think that everybody is taking this much too
I
lightly.
was a dog once. It was boring, and I got over it.
Isn't that like the number one thing with you
No.
two? Everything's boring. Haven't you done everything already? Why are you?
Not
Why are you torturing
everything.
us?
I've never made a human Q.
Well,
Which
that's
is why I'm here. You have not said who is going to play my game.
Yeah. Someone.
Gurkhan
else.
puts his hand up and he goes,
No.
There's
I
only
started
one
the game
human
without you.
here.
Gurkhan.
There's only one human here. I
We
am
all pointed
Klingon,
Yasikov.
Beta Z,
And I
Vulcan.
play nothing until you turn
Dog.
Beagle back into Endorian.
You humanoids are all the same. I'm a humanoid. La la la. I've got a face hole that I use for my breathing hole and I use for my feeding hole. I'm a humanoid. How can I tell you apart?
the ridges.
I don't want to become a
Gurkhan
Q.
has
Next to Yasikov.
no
Gurkhan
idea
is
that Q is like
smooth-headed.
a super intelligent creature. Gurkhan's like, it's some sort of super technology, and he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
He's going to figure out what's going on with his very smooth forehead now. His very human smooth forehead. You were using that Klingon stuff anyway.
Gurkhan at this point, he squints his eyes and he's like, "You will bring back my ridges, or I will take you to Stovacor."
Really?
Today is a good day to die for me.
I thought you were already dead. I asked the Empire and they said you were dead.
And
Yeah.
2 times the Stovacor, woman.
Please. I was there on vacation once. It was warm, but I wouldn't want to go back.
It was warm. All right. So at this point, Okay, hold on.
shirt
I'm
starts
gonna.
to
Yeah,
be
yeah. Gurkhan is like just vibrating. He's so angry. Like he's just like. Ugh.
He's patting himself down for all of his weapons and finds none of them.
Yeah, steam is like coming out of the head. Like it's just the non-ridged head. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna need somebody to take on the challenge. I mean, Beagle probably would have, but he's a dog now, so.
Who's here right now? Is all of us? None of our secondary characters?
I think it's just you guys, because I figure the secondary characters are like on the ship going, what the hell?
They're now the command crew.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't worry. I stopped time. They don't even know what's going on.
There you go.
Uh-oh. Oh, great. That's not going to be easy to explain at all. This is going to be so classified.
You can't actually reach the ship. Yeah.
Can we see the supernovas in the sky or anything like that? Or are we just
You're
gone?
you're on a like a classic TOS style planet. So it's like purple sky and got like the weird sort of lime green ground.
Vasquez rocks are in the background.
Styrofoam rocks.
Yeah, styrofoam rocks all over the place. Yeah.
Gorn captains.
Gorn captains. Yeah. And
Like, pick one of those rocks. Is it actually styrofoam? Like, give it a nudge.
you know,
Remarkably light.
Dunk.
it is. It's styrofoam. Yeah. You see, like, excuse me. There's two moons. There's a big red one and a small white one. And you kind of get the idea that you're in, like, almost an arena. Just the natural sort of formation of the Earth around you guys looks kind of like a crater or yeah. And from the edge, you see Q snaps their fingers, or boop, sorry, and is in a new uniform. What kind of uniform are you in now?
Well, it's blue.
Mm.
It's got stripies and a very fashionable hat.
You're in the Navy.
No, this is not a Navy uniform. This is a general's uniform.
What, France? You Napoleon?
It's
Does
a
someone
Grand Marshal's uniform.
do one of you
Yeah.
want to make a history check, or like a history check? It'd be reason and science would work.
I'll take a stab at that.
Okay. It's a very old Earth uniform. Very old Earth uniform. And it looks to be there was a country on Earth that had a civil war, and this seems to be the side of the Union.
So this is American Civil War general uniform.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
The micro brain has an idea. Wonderful. This is going to be such a good game.
Q just called me a microbrain.
I'd like to read.
I love that you're like, Mom.
Yes, Colin. Q, no one here's gonna play your game. Just put us back.
I'd like to reiterate that no
no.
one will play game until you turn Beagle back into Andorian.
Oh, fine. Boop.
Bark, bark.
That's all he can say is bark, but he is an Andorian.
What are the rules of this game, Q? And if we win, will you leave us alone?
One of you needs to join the continuum. We have need of new blood. And your little collective has been intriguing. I was speaking with Q some time ago, and he thought you were fascinating. So anything he can do, I can do better. So I thought I would bring one of you into the continuum.
Gurkhan looks really confused because he said you're Q and you're speaking to Q, and he doesn't know what that means. I, as Gopal, know exactly what that means. Gurkhan's like, are we dealing with a crazy demigod here?
Kinda,
Okay,
yeah.
That is accurate, Commander.
So if we join you, do we lose our minds as well?
Probably. Omnipotence might have something to do with that.
If you join us, the Q Continuum, become a member and embrace our grand cosmic power, you will have all of the abilities of the Q. You may do with them whatever you wish.
Why do you need new blood?
It's complicated, okay? We had more, now we're one short, and it's time to bring in new blood.
But first, Q has to test you to see if it's going to be. So, Q says that it's got to be decided through a game. So, since none of you are going to volunteer, we're going to decide through a game who's going to be. And like every good game, you need rules. So it's like we're more interested in how you play than whether or not you win. But you know, the winner will be chosen.
If you win, I'll leave you alone.
Will you leave us alone if one of us chooses to go with you?
Of course.
And with the power of Q, I can do whatever I like.
Yes, anything that is within the power of the Continuum, which frankly is so much more expansive and powerful than your little brain could comprehend. There's really no point in going into it.
What? Kirkon's just straight confused. He's like, not saying this out loud, but in his mind, he's like, I could become Q and then use the power of Q to make myself not Q? Huh.
I hear this thought, and you hear me, you see me visibly recoil. Just,
like, could I use the power of Q to make no more Q? What?
Fine.
And then the second thought he has is, how much blood wine could I drink?
Fine. If we win, you will leave us alone, yes? I will play your game.
Of course. You will? Wonderful!
We will all, I mean...
What did you just boop?
No, she said she was going to play my game.
Yeah. So what just booped? Oh, okay.
She has the power of Q.
Okay. Yeah.
When does the game start?
I'm just looking around like there's a flashlight or anything.
So with that, you see a whole bunch of these sort of pig-looking humanoids wearing Civil War uniforms, but they're wearing the what was it? The South? Was that the Confederacy?
They're all wearing gray uniforms.
Yeah, they're all wearing gray uniforms. They've got muskets and they've got the bayonets on the end.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the noses. I worked on those.
And one of them kind of like pops up from behind one of the styrofoam rocks and just stabs through Beagle. Bark!
I would like to take that gun from him and stab that person back.
Okay, give me a fitness check. That is most definitely
security.
I would say daring and security because you got to take it back.
That's the same.
Cool. Can I assist him? I would leap forward to try to help.
Of course, can assist him.
Oh no, sorry, I just meant with him.
All you have to do is use it, and poor little Beagle will be back on his feet.
Bark! And he coughs up blood.
I mean, yeah, so Varya goes over to him and like, well, how does it work?
You just do it.
Okay, that's not helpful.
It's a Nike slogan.
I try to concentrate on like Beagle being healed.
Okay.
Like I imagine it in my mind.
All right.
I don't know if that works.
So you see a bright flash of light, and Beagle kind of like is no longer wounded.
What a wonderful game!
But also, Q then says to you, penalty though. You can't do it when you're here. That's cheating. And Beagle disappears onto the ship.
What?
It's a penalty box. You had a penalty. You're not playing by the rules, so he goes in the penalty box. Don't have any more penalties, though, or else the next one who goes into the penalty box We'll make poor Beagle go away.
Yeah, Mile. What are the rules?
Well, you have to win.
Okay, what was the rules that I broke that put Beagle in penalty box?
It's not that hard. There's an enemy, and you have weapons, and they're the bad guys, and you're the good guys, and you have to give them a thumping.
And with that, you see a whole bunch of more pig people kind of like start to flood in. Gurkhan, Sofek, and Zanny all give me fitness and con checks, please, as they start trying to stab at thee.
Just a question. Did I grab that musket?
Oh, what did you get? I'm sorry. 2 successes?
I got 2, yeah.
Let me see it.
Because if I did, that'll change what I do.
Yeah.
I guess, like, when the Q says that, I'm going to say, Q, I have been in war, and it is never that easy. There are never good guys and bad guys. And you're just creating... Where did these big people come from?
So it was a tie. So, Zanny, you're kind of like, you're in the middle of that kind of like struggle with them.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
As more pig people show up.
Yeah.
Con is starship control, so I don't think you want us to roll that.
I was using daring and security.
Daring and security. Okay, I thought I heard daring and con.
Or it would be fitness and security.
Oh yeah, no, daring and security. Sorry.
Okay.
For a second, I was like, con was control, but that's not right. That's control.
So,
sorry, Laura.
Probably open fire about now, and those are not musket balls.
Yeah. All right. So they're opening fire.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
do we have phasers on us or any weapons?
Yeah, you do have a phaser on you.
Do I have my Maclath?
Q, does the no longer Ridgehead have a Macleth?
Can humans use Macleths?
Some can.
I've trained the majority of this crew.
Yeah, you can have your little butter knife.
All right, you got your butter knife.
I am going to pull that Macleth out, growl at the Q that today is a good day to die, and charge the one that's fighting the captain.
Okay.
And swing at him. I do have a focus in hand-to-hand, daring and security.
So it is initiative.
Focus. Oh, well then it's back and forth, right?
Yeah, so I've taken mine. You can take yours now.
Okay. We have 3 momentum.
3 momentum so far, yeah.
I'm going to use 1.
Using 1? Whoa, good hit.
3 successes.
All right, so you're back up to 3 momentum. Well, you got 1 for your pool at the moment. Well, you got 1 for you, so...
Yeah, and then I'm going to roll damage now on this.
Are you going to use that momentum you've got for an extra damage?
Nope.
Okay.
My Macleth hits hard, and I am going to use... Yeah. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. That's an injury.
All right, I will use a threat to hold off that wound, that injury.
I'm hoping the captain, with this distraction, can steal the rifle away.
And yeah, I will let the captain have a lower attack for that one. Laura, do you happen to have some D20s handy?
Why, I do.
All right. Well, we can't show them on the screen, but since you're Q and you're playing the pig people, I'll let you roll your D20s. Okay. Low is better. So I'm gonna burn a threat, so you can roll 3 of them.
Love the shiny math rocks.
And you're gonna you want to roll under a 15.
I have 1 under a 15.
You only have 1 under 15?
Only 1 under a 15.
You didn't roll a 20, did you?
I did not.
Okay, good. If you roll a 20, let me know that's a crit fail in this game. And a 1 is a crit success.
I don't think I'm going to.
I mean, it's not... Okay.
That was 3 1s.
That was 3 1s. Are you...
No, it's a 12. It's a 12.
All right, so, Zanny...
I have the gun?
You have the gun, yeah.
And Gurkhan's currently in combat with the one I just took the gun from?
Correct.
Cool. I want to shoot someone else then.
Okay, you're
Another
gonna shoot the
of
one
his
that
big
was
people.
attacking Gurkhan, or that looks like it's gonna lunge for Gurkhan?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And I'll spend a momentum. I don't know what this gun does, so I hope it works. Fitness, security.
Yeah, it's fitness and security, right, Gopal? Range.
shooting.
Yeah,
For
fitness
shooting.
and security for shooting. You can treat it daring and security for melee.
Right. Okay.
And fitness and security is you need 2 dice. Melee as you roll off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm using a momentum too. So 4.
Yeah, that's a hit. Can roll your
2 go back
damage.
into the pool.
How much damage does this thing do?
Well, don't miss.
He didn't miss. He hit. So you can roll 8d6.
All right. I'm just gonna use the phaser type 2. There.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. So you knock down one of the pig people. Just big hole and like full on hole through the middle.
Just kind of look at the side of it, like,
So,
what?
interestingly, as the pig person falls, you think you catch a glimpse of a star field inside
Where is
him,
he?
and then he bleeds and falls over.
A star field?
I mean, you think you do.
You
Yeah.
might want to watch where you point that.
I look over at Sophic. Did I just shoot a supernova at that guy?
Possible to say, Captain. Normal physical rules are suspended, it seems.
All right, so Feck, one's attacking you. I'm using a
No.
threat to roll a third dice,
Goody. Well, I'm going to use a momentum to roll a third dice.
and I'll hit you. Well, so far it's a challenge, so roll back. He's attacking with melee. Oh yeah, you totally can like reverse that attack.
I'm going to nerve pinch.
Hey, Q. We're not, dice is not our game. It's a good thing we're making them play this one. All right, so Vic, go for it.
2, 4, 6, 7, and it's intense. So each one of those doubles is 2 is a breakthrough for injury.
What's the Vulcan like jujitsu called?
Pawn far.
No,
No,
that's not what it's called.
Oh, that's not what it's called.
Oh no.
Usmana.
It's actually
Usmana.
the intense doesn't trigger at all.
Intense doesn't trigger?
No, it's on effects.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, those are
Still,
twos.
I
not
just-
effects.
I just rolled a bunch of 2s.
Yeah, sorry, I thought those were effects for some reason.
So you slice through this one with the bayonet, just kind of like stab right into it, and it drops. You don't see the star field this time. You just see it just drop. But
They nerve pinched him.
oh, he nerve pinched.
nerve
Sorry,
pinched.
I thought you. And he just collapses. It collapses. And the last one will attack you, Yezikov.
I mean, the nerve pinch is such
I'm
an
burning
elegant way
another
to eliminate
threat.
people.
I'm gonna disappear it.
Just boot
You
it.
just like boop it to make it disappear.
Yeah,
I mean,
boot it. Boot
yeah,
it. Boot the
if
pig
it's-
right off the planet.
If it's my turn, then I'm just gonna disappear all the weapons for the pig people and put them in a cage. So I have the Q power, right? So I can
Yeah.
do anything.
All right.
gonna
So
make
all the
myself
pig
taller.
people show up in a cage.
Weapons.
Oh,
Q, I think you made the right choice.
I think
I
I
assume
did.
that the rifle I was
These things
holding
make a
is going
wonderful
with that.
feud.
Is this done? Is it over?
Oh.
I go,
Or did I break another imaginary rule?
Commander Yasikov, can I have a request? Can I have my ridges back?
And he is.
Can I be
Oh,
Klingon
and we're
again?
giving gifts. This is even better.
I cannot
I'm
enter Sovokor
restoring
like
what is
this.
correct. I give him his riches back.
Okay.
I
Yes.
appreciate that you didn't
excited.
fix my eye.
Yes, Takov.
Mhm.
Given your unlimited powers, do you have any idea what's really going on here?
It's difficult to tell. I'm still very new to this. and I don't quite understand the parameters. And I'll walk over to one of the pig people and just kind of look at it.
All right. For
Squeals.
Sorry. What's that, Laura? What did you say?
No, go ahead. He squeals.
Oh yeah, he squeals. Yeah. So, do you like give like one of those like really hard like just proper like stares? Like, do you just give it a good look?
Yeah.
Or...
See through time.
Yeah. So it does kind of like a.
Yeah, I want to see if there's something weird inside it. Maybe I have X-ray vision.
So
like,
the pig face kind of melts away, and you kind of see like it's almost like looking into one of those supernovas. Like you see just this bright intense power. And every now and then it sort of forms a humanoid form and kind of looks like it looks like it might be human, but there's no way that it can be human. Like it's your mind kind of processing things so that you can comprehend it. What you're looking at is other Q.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to do with you, so you should stay here right now. You're fine.
There's one bleeding from the stab earlier, but he's fine. He's fine.
Okay, I'll heal it.
Oh, do you?
I'll heal them.
You're the one who got a whole shot through
It
him.
does not, if these are Q and it's bleeding, it does not heal.
It's,
Oh, I tried.
okay.
Oh, well,
No regrets.
I'm sorry. I don't want anything to die, but it doesn't seem that my powers will allow me to heal this one.
You have all the powers of Q.
Well, why can I not heal this pig person? Also, pig person, I feel, is derogatory to tail fins. I'm friends with.
What is your so like some Q snap their fingers, some Q wave their hands, some Q boop. What are you gonna do to activate your powers, Yizikov? What is your power activation action?
The right cross.
Yeskov doesn't really. What? Sorry, what?
Just a right
Just
cross.
a right cross.
Right cross.
An elbow.
Elbow to the universe.
She doesn't really know what's going on or what's at it, so it's just kind of a vague gesture.
Like waving.
The vague, I don't want to deal with this gesture of the first officer.
Interestingly, that's one of the most popular gestures in the continuum.
I want to be very
I
clear.
don't want to deal with this.
I don't want to be Q. I just want this to be over and us all to be safe and back on the ship.
All right. So as you say that, do you kind of like do you wave your hand?
Yeah, I guess I'm gesticulating.
Yeah.
So,
So as you're gesticulating, you say, "I want to just be back on the ship." You're all back on the ship.
Oh, well done! You did manage to win the game. Well, the first part anyway.
And with
Is
that,
everybody-
Laura Q disappears.
lit.
And like that, she was gone.
I don't want
Is-
to.
Is everybody on the ship still stuck in time?
No, you're ripping through maximum warp to the place where you said for the distress call, where the distress call was. Yeah.
Sarah, report. Where are we?
On what? We're going.
We're going. Do
How-
you
for how
mind
long have we
if I
been
pull? Do you mind if I pull Sarah for a moment? Okay. Captain, no problems here. We're just heading towards the planet where the distress call originated from.
How long have we been traveling?
I mean, we just entered. I mean, you just said go, and so I said okay and clicked the button.
Sofek, where's the status of that supernova?
Which one?
Checking sensors now, Captain.
So which one are you thinking of? The
Ones that are going to destroy the planet?
Oh, yeah, okay. So at maximum warp, it's going to be really tight. You could probably get into it, but it's not so much that it's going to destroy the planet. It's that the shockwave from that last one did damage to the planet. Like, you know how you were rocked back? Right. This was at the outer edge, so it took a bunch of damage.
I'm gonna turn to Yesikov and be like, "Can you fix that? Like stop the other supernova and."
There's no. It's gone.
It's already done.
Yeah.
Can you fix that? Pointing at the screen, like the planet that got messed up.
So before you answer, Yesikov, you inherently know that if you keep using your powers, you might have no choice but to join the continuum.
Okay. Captain, can I see you in your radio room, please?
Yes, of course.
And when we get in there... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Gurkhan, you have the con. He's
He's
technically
putting on
ranking officer.
Gurkhan's still confused and putting his shirt back on because a second
He's
ago,
like
he was in combat
constantly
with a pig.
rubbing his forehead.
Yeah, I
It's
use
all
in
good,
Mortal
it's
Kombat
okay,
with a
it's
pig
okay.
with a Mac left in his hand.
So, as I leave, Sofik, anything else happens, call me immediately.
Ah, yes, the normal procedure, Captain. Understood.
Captain...
Gurkhan, leave your uniform on.
Okay, the door's closed. You're not there. Shh, be
Trying
quiet.
to put some Mac left back in his shirt.
How? Okay. I feel I'm caught in a vice here. I don't want to be a part of the Q Continuum, but if I keep using my powers, I will be drawn in, and it will be... There will be noise here.
So you're in a... So Q's... I think I see what's going on. Q's going to force the situation to make you use your powers so that you join a continuum.
I believe so.
And the more you use them... Can't you use your powers to just leave the continuum?
I think about it. GM?
Say that
Do you
again.
think that's a plan?
I said, can't you use your powers to just leave the continuum?
No. So it's almost like other Q powers won't work individually against the Q.
Well, that's a funny feedback. Fine.
And with that, we're gonna take our commercial break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, so my crew can kind of figure out what they're gonna do next. And yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned. See you soon. Okay, and we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break. The music was provided by Norse Foundry. They've got lots of stuff that you can use on your own streams now. It's all royalty free. It was created for streams specifically, and it's free to use. So go use it. It's kind of awesome. Okay. So the ship comes out of warp, and the ship has. We show the ship orbiting a planet. And down on the planet is a bunch of your medical teams, and we've kind of like fast forwarded in time. The explosion was super deadly, and also unusually revealing. So let's get some medical checks from everybody. Yezikov, you're not using your powers, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like, please, let's go daring and medicine.
What is this for? It's for helping the people on the planet?
Yeah.
Okay. As Gurkhan, because I was in command of the ship while we were in warp, I was going to activate our metaphasic shielding.
And that is so that you can like reject the
radiation. So the metaphasic shielding was the one that Crusher worked on with the Ferengi dude.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's more common now.
Okay.
So I'm going to be activating that, modifying it so we can deal with the radiation and the pressure waves of supernova.
Yeah, sounds good.
As captain, I'm gonna have Neela, our doctor, report to the bridge, so she can weigh in.
Yeah, she'd rather be down on the planet. That gives you a chance to actually use your character down on the planet.
Fair, but I'm not sending anyone just yet.
Oh, so I wanted to like fast track to the point where we were already there, if that's okay.
She's on the planet. Cool.
Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes after commercial break, you always come back and they've done stuff, right? So in this case, they've come down. So the main goal was to find out who was hurt and to heal them.
Fine.
Had you arrived in 20 minutes earlier, or been able to like avoid the ravageness of the Nova, you probably would have been able to save like 30-40 times what you saved. We're talking like double-digit numbers out of a few hundred, maybe even single-digit numbers. They're all Romulan.
Oh, okay. So we're going to take a medical check now?
Yeah, let's get some medical checks.
Okay, so Neela's going to go. She's going to spend a momentum for a third die, because we had 2 left, I think. Or we had a new scene. Then she'll just go flat. Sorry.
Sorry, what?
We're in a new scene, so we have 0 momentum now, right?
We lose 1 for switching scenes. So
Okay,
we
so
would
you
have
still
1
have
in
2.
the pool, and then...
Okay,
So
I'm
we
using
have
1
2.
then.
Yeah, you still have 2.
Thank you. And she has caution medicine, so she'll get to reroll 1. And is xenobiologist, so she knows what she's doing. Also as a first responder. So here we go.
Dun, dun, dun. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, how about everyone else? How do we all do? Hey, Yezikov. Weight of the Dead. GM is officially challenging your value. You could use the power of Q to reverse time and arrive before the Nova hits. Sofek, Gurkhan, can I have your medical checks?
Yeah, I'm going to use a determination and use my value. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. Just to basically like, throw myself into doing medical triage and that.
Gurkhan, what way?
That kind of stuff.
Do you just kind of appear and aw?
Oh, well, Q distracted me in the middle of that and I rolled a 20.
So Gurkhan, sorry, Sofek.
Cry now. You some nanoprobes.
So, you hear that in your head, Sofek, as
have
Q
enough
is taunting you.
nanoprobes.
Yeah. Also, you do see nanoprobes in some of these Romulan bodies.
Gurkhan, before you
I
take
understand the
your
Romulans' fascination with the Borg.
Gurkhan.
Gurkhan, before you take your medical check, I'm going to spend that last momentum we have for collaboration. You now have medicine 5.
Whoa!
Collaboration
Gurkhan
medicine.
just following around the doctor being, where can I be useful? Let's roll it.
And she's like somewhere else.
2 successes.
Do this.
Basically, the doctor's like, hold this person down. Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's like that scene from every single Star Trek where they're in like some sort of disaster and there's people kind of like wandering around with like ash marks all over their face and someone's missing legs. People are missing like limbs. It's just bad. The explosion hit them hard.
As the ranking doctor, I'm going to order Gurkhan to set up a triage center to beam down one of those tents, like medical tents that we've set up. And then I'll go through and, blue, red, yellow, black, who's who, and then get to
Okay.
surgery.
So
See you weekly, Dave.
So Yezikov, to you now. Just throwing that out there. I mean, I think that this would be a good challenge against Weight of the Dead. I think. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So what would you like to do?
I'm going to call Q.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I phone a friend?
How can I help?
Look at everything that is happening here. See
Yes.
the
Yes.
destruction, the death. It is unnecessary. You did this.
I didn't do anything. Besides, in a few hundred years, you won't even remember them.
I refuse to join a continuum that has so little respect for life.
You have no idea what you're talking about. The Q have the utmost respect for life. We are the protectors of the galaxy. Well, we're at least of the galaxy.
Then how could you let this happen?
That happens all the time. That doesn't mean that it's our fault.
I have in my power to go back in time and fix this.
Yes. Why don't you do that? You can.
I would have to sacrifice myself to your continuum.
It's not going to really be much of a sacrifice now, is it? And
I would lose
I've got a
my
nice glass
sense.
of champagne and I'm sipping it.
I would lose my sense of self and become as you are. A
I
person of the
know, isn't
collective.
that fantastic?
So I'm going to interrupt just for a quick second. Yezikov Q, you get a glimmer of... I don't want to say that you would be exactly like them, but there's most definitely like this sort of overlying arrogance that ends with the Q, because it isn't that they cause these things. It's that they happen all the time, and they happen regardless of whether or not Q does them or doesn't do them. So a lot of this stuff is all just like circumstantial. In this specific case, that explosion did happen because of something bigger, something grander that this Q didn't do, but this Q is taking advantage of.
Right. I understand that.
Okay.
But like she's trying to press this Q into helping her.
Yeah.
And not join the continuum. So
yeah,
that's her angle.
Okay, great. I'm just making sure I'm on the same page.
We can alleviate so much pain here. You can do this.
I could, but you could. Why do you want me to do it?
Because my work here is not done. I cannot leave these people. They are my family.
So
if I am a part of your continuum, then You know my history, and you know how important my family is to me.
Of course. Bring
They
them
are.
with you. Everybody needs a pet from time to time.
Okay.
Okay.
What? They're not my pets. See, you're so far removed from the life you claim to guard and uphold.
We are so far removed from the life that you thought you used to have. Embrace the continuum. It will change everything.
The doctor walked by covered in green blood to get another patient and then walks back.
You just, in the few moments that of indecision that we've been speaking, how many people just died?
You see that
One more?
You say that it will change everything. However, you refuse to change anything. You're not doing anything. You're standing there.
I am doing something. I am saving the continuum.
So okay, so at that, I'm going to boop Laura Q out, and Yezikov Q, I need you to make a decision. Are you going to use some of your powers to at least not necessarily go back in time, although you can do that, or to heal some of the ones here? Like you could simply hand wave and heal the ones that are here. Like, how would you like to approach this?
Do I know, is there like a meter? When I go over the meter, I'm just a part of the continuum now? Or like...
No. You don't know.
I don't know. Wait. I'm wasting time. And I roll up my sleeves and I start helping the doctor.
Okay, like just manually, straight up.
Yeah. Where do you need me?
Awesome.
Put it there.
Give me a medicine check.
You do have medicine 5 because collaboration works with everybody in the scene.
Alright.
You have 0 momentum now.
That's fine. I have 11 daring. How do I make work? Oh, no discipline.
What did you? Q Yezikov is like, I am done with this crap.
Did you guys see what I rolled?
No, just go ahead and roll again. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't understand. There we go. That's
4.
better.
It's still doing it. That's weird. All right. I wonder if something's incorrect with the character sheet. But that's okay. It's not worth worrying about right now. You got 4.
Take the average.
Yep, I will accept 4. Yeah, so you're helping people. Can the 4 of you? So we are starting initiative. As you hear crewman Malcolm Craig kind of in the background, he's one of your yellow shirts there, Yezikov. He's like, sir, there's and as you hear him say, but you see tubes kind of shoot out from the dark corner that he came running around, stab into his neck, and wrap around him and drag him back into the darkness.
Yeah, well, I retain initiative.
Okay.
I will drop whatever the doctor told me to hold.
You just drop a heart.
Sorry.
Yeah, you did. She's like, it's fine.
The Romulans, they don't need this.
It's like tonsils. They don't need them.
And I sprint over to the corner. I can't really imagine it, so I'm not like charging into the darkness. I don't want to expose myself. I don't want to get shot again. But I'm like putting myself into danger. I assume, a phaser on me. If I see a hostile thing, I'm going to shoot it.
So the let's say it's kind of like one of those. It'd be like a normal sort of like standard Star Trek style room, right? So there's bulkheads and stuff all over the ground, and there's like dark corridors going in and out. So you could easily go to the door and do a peek around, right? Like,
cool.
Yeah. So as you peek around, you see Do you remember a season and a half ago when you guys had fought that Borg ship?
Yep. With the Romulan Borg ship?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Do you remember that they looked like they were kind of like not doing all that hot, but still somewhat functioning?
Yep.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see them.
Cool. Very quick glance around. Any dead Romulans around me that may or may not have a grenade or something.
Ooh, you know what? If you want to use a momentum, I will say yes.
Sure.
Well, of
Do
course.
we have
there's a
momentum?
grenade.
I am not going to make a grenade.
You
Get out of
rolled,
my head. I'm busy.
you rolled 4 for the last one, so I'm assuming we have 1 or 2.
Yeah, you got 3.
Yeah, I'll burn a momentum to find a
Yeah,
grenade.
done. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say like I sprinted over. I slid past the doorway to like see what was going on, and
Yeah.
now I'm on the other side of the doorway, and I like scramble around, see that there's a grenade, pull a pin, and huck it down the hallway.
Yeah. All right. Go, Paul. Do you remember what a grenade is?
I'm gonna just it's like an AOE version of like a phaser.
It's like just stupid big, isn't it? Let's go.
Well, I mean, it's largely
I
based
think
upon
it's
the.
You're
character
throwing it,
needs.
so let's go fitness and security to do the throw.
Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
good. Yeah, same as a ranged attack.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm on a.
Pretty sure those are your 2 best stats to
Oh.
boot.
They are.
Also,
Okay. So
Yezikov.
3. Yes.
Um,
Duh.
so that will hit the Borg. Roll 7d6 for that grenade. So I feel that would be an appropriate grenade roll. I challenged your weight of the dead, and you kind of refused.
Yeah.
So
So how does that work?
I've challenged your determination and refused. So I think it breaks. You got to scratch it off your sheet. I think. Is that
She
correct?
loses the value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll have to add it in next time. So you've been hardened somehow against the dead,
Yeah.
or you could argue it's just Romulans, but let's not
It's
do
just
that.
Romulans.
Let's not do that.
They're like mayflies. Don't worry about it.
If it was Cardassians, I would say she wouldn't care.
She probably wouldn't, or she'd be more challenged to care.
Yeah.
It was Cardassians. I forgot that.
So I can use a momentum to re-roll the zeros. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So that's 4 zeros. So I'm gonna roll 4d6 here.
And we're down to 2 momentum.
Yep.
Oh my God!
So
Is that
2,
3 more 6s?
4, 5,
Yes.
6, 7, 8,
Oh.
9, 10, 11,
4, 6,
12, 13, 14 points of damage?
16, 18, 20 points.
Oh, yes. Because grenades are vicious,
Good God!
if I remember correctly.
All right, so you
They-
just kind
yeah,
of
they
like
can be.
you just kind of like
Take
evaporate.
my
Well,
hand.
it's a Romulan grenade. There's no way they're not going to have anything but hardcore on it.
Yeah, they'd be
It's like
plasma.
the disruptors have kill and stun. That's it. It's like 2 settings.
And some of
And
them
you have to
don't
go-
even have stun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you have to punch in a code to put into stun.
Okay. So you just like evaporate a chunk of the bulkhead, and about 6 Borg that are like down that hallway, including crewman Malcolm. Gone.
Bravo!
Yeah.
What was your quippy line when you threw the grenade, though? We didn't get to hear that.
Yeah.
Molotov.
So,
Assimilate this.
So I don't know if I should point this out, but a pulse grenade at least is an escalation 2.
Which means
So Tim would get 2 threat.
okay,
What?
great.
'Cause we're using it's like us using a torpedo.
Oh,
I mean, she wouldn't have thought about it.
But you did
right?
vaporize
So,
6 Borg
yeah.
yeah. I mean, Jessica was just gonna
and a crewman.
take the biggest hammer and hit it with the hammer, biggest one.
Zanny,
Fine.
back on the ship. Now that combat's over. Sorry, guys. Zanny, back on the ship.
Oh, that's why you now have 2 extra threat.
One thing I do.
Yeah. Sofek, would you be on the ship or would you be on the ground? You were on the ground, right?
I was on the ground.
Okay. And Gurkhan, I guess then Malcolm would be at, or no, not Malcolm. Luther would be on tactical, I suppose, right?
If Jessica wants him there.
Well, Beagle's kind of out of commission, so I'd say I'd put Captain, I'd put Luther on tactical. Then, what species was that other one? And
Sorry,
I can never remember the character's name.
One sec, guys. Hold on. I'm having technical difficulties. I have unstable internet, so you just got to give me a second. Okay, I think we're good.
Sure.
Quick, Q. Boop Tim's internet.
Yeah, boot my internet.
I did.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, the screen froze. Okay, so we got to take a quick be right back, and I'll be back in just a second, folks. Sorry. All right. So sorry about that, folks. Okay. All right, so we're back. I'm so sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so Yezikov, you have, we're all in different places now and everything, so I'm really sorry. The continuum broke and we're back in. It's still going to be glitchy. We might be a little bit weird and shocky, and I'm sorry. We're just going to power through the last little bit of the adventure. My internet has decided to be evil. So Yezikov, you were being tempted. You have successfully kind of like fought off the temptation you had. You threw a grenade at a bunch of Borg coming at you, Romulan Borg, and evaporated like a good chunk of the hallway that they were in as well. Back on the ship, Zanny, Q appears. Just kind of sits in one of the chairs near you.
One leg up over the arm of a chair, in my admiral's uniform.
And when you get...
Still sipping the champagne.
And when you go to say something, Luther turns around, or turns kind of like to the side and says, Captain, I'm getting some disturbances off the port and starboard sensors.
On screen.
So,
will do, Captain.
And as you put them up, Luther, you're detecting the signature readings of Romulan cloaks decloaking. They're warbirds.
Red alert! Hail them!
Ooh.
This should be interesting.
Romulan warbirds. Hopefully on screen, sir. Click.
Hopefully.
Well, they don't respond.
So they respond. On the screen is Romulan commander. And you should not be here. Why are you here?
Well,
what did you do to my base?
We didn't do anything. We were responding to a natural event by supernova, and that we detected life, and we are here to render assistance. I have a crew on the ground providing medical assistance at the moment.
I appreciate that. I think this situation is well in hand. We can take care of our mining the lithium mine from here on out.
The lithium? I thought we got rid of that. I guess not.
We will extract our crew and render any assistance that is possible. Zanny out.
So this was not a Romulan you recognized?
No.
I love that you didn't even ask him who he was. It's like, no.
I turn around and go, please leave. You make everything worse.
I'm wondering who he's telling to leave, because it's certainly not me.
Luther kind of glances towards the turbo lift because he's never really worked the bridge there. Does he mean me?
Luther, you stay put. You in the Admiral's uniform. Take that off and get out of my ship. You're driving me nuts.
I don't think you understand how the chain of command works here. I'm an admiral. You're a captain. You don't give me orders.
You're not even Starfleet.
Poor Zanny.
How did Picard deal with you people?
He was nicer.
I'm not Picard.
No, you most certainly are not.
Do you boop out at that?
Yes, boop.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so the Romulans claim that this was a mining facility.
What?
Sofek just feels like bullshit coming on from out of the... Where did that come from? I don't.
I'm not going to get in a fight with a bunch of warbirds with Q messing around. That's just a bad idea.
Yeah, they got us surrounded, sir.
Sarah, send a message to Yesikov and Gurkhan. Let them know what's going on up here and that Q's still about.
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Okay.
And she does. I'm not going to roleplay between my two characters.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, I get it.
Didn't mean to.
Believe me.
Just trying to push it along.
Yeah, I truly know what that's like, being a GM and being like, can what happens when they talk to each other, and then the GM has a conversation with themselves? It's like, yay.
Devin does feel a slight bit of disappointment from Luther, considering that Luther's on tactical and should be sending messages, not the person who's flying the ship.
Sarah's a little confused. But
She's a little riled up.
Sarah's like, I guess I'll send a message.
No, he pointed at Luther and said, "Sarah, send a message."
Yeah, that's probably what. Because I was still facing my captain's chair that had the admiral's, and she's over there.
Yeah. So I'm just
He's a little thrown off his game.
Luther sends a message like, "We got Romulans surrounding us, and they want us off the planet, Commander Yasikov. Maybe you should get up here."
you just hear an explosion.
Do you need help down there, Commander?
No, I have it covered. Thank you. Goodbye.
How are you?
How are you?
We're good. Everything's good down here.
Okay,
How are you?
So Zanny, what do you want to do at this point?
Well, I'm gonna order the crew, Yasikov and Neela, to beam everyone up and transfer any medical status to the Romulan commander, whose name I didn't get. Just give it, Luther. Tell him the frequency to send them on.
So anyone hurt, you're sending them over to the Romulan ship, and everyone else, you're just kind of like sorting it out, basically.
Basically, whatever's emergency, Neela can send a message to the Romulan warbird, since they're all Romulans, and just tell them what they need to do. They'll take care of their own people. Everybody back in the ship.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. So that takes about, like, I'd say 15, 20 minutes, because you guys had a lot of people down there. You'd just kind of like dump them down to help because you would.
Sure.
And you beam them back up. Oh, what? Sorry.
Because Yasikov is just fixated on doing things the hard way. You could be up in a blink. I'm telling you. You could get out of there in no time flat.
His Russian stubbornness.
I love that RQ has like full control of the meta. Like RQ looks at the fourth wall all the time. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you beam. It is Russian stubbornness. You beam back up, and.
Yasikov, can I see you in my reading room?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Once we're in there, we need to get rid of this queue. What? Have you figured out any reason, anything that you can do? You volunteered.
Yes,
She
I thought
doesn't like me,
cool.
and I don't like her. It's nothing personal.
If you don't mind, I want to bring in Sofek and Gurkhan. I want to make this a bridge conversation. So not necessarily on the bridge. You could go to the conference room or into your ready room still if you want, Zanny. But I'd like the other two to be part of it so that you four can figure out what it is that you want to do. So you've lost crew people. You've discovered a Romulan secret base that was not supposed to be there. It is. They're still fiddly farting with Borg, and that's the technical term. And Yasikov has powers of Q, but doesn't want to use them. So like, there's a lot of things happening here. So I think it's time to kind of like solidify what it is you guys want to do with all of this, or have an idea of how to get rid of the Q, maybe.
Gurkhan, due to his lack of knowledge in the Q, actually was reading up on Picard's interactions with them.
Okay.
I should know what the enemy that I'm facing.
Yeah.
And he brings up a point. Did not the Q eject the Q, shakes his head trying to wrap it, from the continuum for meddling with humans too often? Is there no way you could contact other Q to get rid of this Q?
Well, the pig people that we were fighting were technically Q.
Wait, we shot a Q?
Yes.
How?
the weapons she modified, or they modified,
You were using Q weapons.
to be able to hurt Q. They were made by Q to hurt Q.
Wait,
Isn't
so
that illegal in the continuum to kill another Q?
can Q even die?
I access my Q memories.
Yes, Q
God,
can
no.
die when used with Q powers.
Yeah, if you take with Q powers, and like, I kind of just like realizes that she could hurt Q.
Oh no.
Oh.
Commander, I would request that you endeavor to not have a Q fight on our bridge.
Or anywhere in this quadrant.
Should take it to Romulus Prime.
So what happened?
You know those supernovas we were seeing at the beginning? When I shot that Q weapon, it looked something similar in his chest when he got hit. I have a feeling whatever's going on with the Q has a side effect in our realm,
Yeah.
our real space.
Yes, that sounds like science. I will use it as last resort then.
You see Sofek going, that's not what science is.
You see Gurkhan nodding, yes, that is what science is.
It's sort of mind link out to Sofek, and I'm like, wait, isn't it like testing a theorem that doesn't have anything to do with what?
No. Star Trek, The Semantics, starring
Zanny and Sofek's brainwaves.
I do not want to become a part of the continuum. The Q will not leave us alone until I accept.
Or more accurately, this Q will not leave us alone.
So
this Q also did promise that if I won their game, they would leave us alone.
There you go.
Technically, are we not still playing the game? She said this is the second phase.
Well, is it the final phase?
Could we just say game over?
Or one might ask, is it the final frontier? And
It's just fade to black. Do we know what the goal of this phase is?
No.
Have we even figured it out? We barely even knew what you had to do for the first one.
Or what the penalties
They
were.
did not give me rules for first game, which is why I go with the penalty box. Is he okay?
So you have an epiphany, Yazakov, at this point. The rules are whatever you make them. Because it's Q.
I didn't want him in the penalty box. Doesn't make any sense. Okay.
So
I concentrate really hard about the game being over and me not having Q powers and the Q fucking off.
The wobbling.
Does that work? Not to be rude.
So
yeah,
with that, your Q, Laura Q shows back up.
What do you mean you don't want these powers?
I believe I
Why would you not want to be one of us?
And Yasikov leans on the table and says, I have made this very clear. These people are my family. I am nothing without my family.
I know! We've been over this! You can take them with you! Put them in a little suitcase! Keep them in a little subspace compartment! Whatever you want to do! You don't have to be without them. You can take them out and play with whatever you want!
For a all-knowing being, you are very, very separate from human emotion.
Bingo.
You cannot comprehend the bond I have with these people. And this bond will disappear if I become one of you. And so I must decline your offer.
I am very, very put out by this.
Well,
are you sure you want to make an enemy of Q?
See, I think that the Q are
Yes, but nobody cares what you think if you're not going to be in the continuum.
Yeah. Q seems to be interested in us.
Hey,
We are not just interested in Q, unfortunately.
Hey, Leah Q, Yezikov Q, you could, just saying, maybe put Laura Q in the penalty box. Just throwing that out there.
Yezikov isn't catty. She just wants us over. I mean,
You
Leah
could-
would, but
Jessica.
yes, it just. I'm not Picard.
You are now mortal for 5 seconds.
So are you going to Yesikov me?
2 minutes for roughing.
No, I'm still kind of. I'm leaning over the table, just looking at you, and say, "I think that will be all. You may leave."
Wow.
Yurkon just kind of leans back, like, whoa, like he's watching a tennis match. He's looking back and forth.
Beagle is like on the bridge, and he just steps away from the big red button. Like he's like, I can feel it. I just know she's watching me.
Everybody in the conference room is like backing their chairs away from the table.
I pull the
So
chairs
if
out
it's
of the
just
way,
backing
Casey's
away,
just like,
pulling out a tricorder.
This is my I don't know what to say face, and you all get to see the cue I don't know what to say face. Fine.
Okay, and with that, she
And I'm
boops.
gone.
Oh, mother of God!
Gone. I'm just gone. You are in the middle of deep space. You are like 5 light years away from where you thought you were supposed to be, and everything is fine.
Zanny to the bridge.
Bridge here. Bridge
Oh
here.
my god, it's still there. Where are we? Because I'm assuming we're not. You said we're in the middle of deep space.
We're about to enter into nearby the stellar nursery, sir.
Captain, recommend we turn 180 degrees and leave.
Noted. All stop. What's our timestamp?
The timestamp is back to just before you guys arrived at the stellar nursery at the start of the adventure.
That'll be all, Bridge. Thank you.
Sir, you should see the... And you click.
Nope.
Seen it.
Yezikov, and Leah from Tim and the Q. Bravo, well played. Yeah, bravo. Okay, so you have successfully rejected the Q. We're actually done a little bit early because I didn't expect the players to be like, "Yeah, I'm not using this omnipotent power." I feel like I have failed as a DM somehow. I literally gave you the power to do whatever you want, and for the first time ever, they're like, "No, I don't want to use it." What? What do you mean?
Because you gave us a treasure chest after 100 mimics. Here, have a treasure chest with everything. I don't get it. Why is it not biting us?
Let's do a quick recap, though, because you all have, like the 4 of you, have the knowledge of everything that happened.
Rick, back to the Romulan mining
Are you going
planet.
to?
Well, let's set a deep space or a deep scan for the microprobes for the mining colony to actually see if it's there or if it was just a Q trick.
Okay.
I'm going to tell everyone in this room not to tell anyone what happened.
Okay.
Not even sure I could explain it if I could.
Admiral Shrev, just like any Q sighting is really supposed to be. Don't tell them. And
I was planning on telling everyone I had unlimited powers and did nothing with them.
well, that
I believe everyone would just ask the when was the last time you saw your Orion girlfriend.
Yeah, cutscene to her going, "You had what?" No.
I was more thinking what kind of special contraband was
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
right.
had infinite cosmic powers. Yeah, I do every Sunday at around 2.
Yeah. So do I. Whatever. Okay, so I do want an answer on what you're doing with the stellar nursery, the stellar cluster. You can totally examine. There are no supernovas this time, but it is in fact one of the earliest super clusters that you know of. So I'm going to leave it to those people who are watching. I want you to tweet at the GM Tim and name it for us, please. Name our new stellar cluster. And for the rest of the four of you, what is it you want to kind of like? So do you want to do anything about the mining colony? Your probe does show a mining colony there. Yeah. Shows a compound of a bunch of buildings going into the mountainside. You do get the lithium readings from the probe.
Thoughts? Proof?
Safety inspection, Captain.
You're in unclaimed space, so neither one of you own this area.
Did we ever report that the Romulans were fiddle dicking around with?
You mean
no?
in the future past?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
It didn't happen yet, but it happened.
It's like a Marvel universe. I can't keep track of any of the fucking timelines.
We wouldn't have reported it because in our realm it hasn't happened yet.
Yes, Carl. We will. We'll catch you up on the temporal prime directive in a minute.
No. Which Romulan thing are you talking about, though, Yezikov? The one with the Borg earlier, like from a couple seasons ago?
Yeah, from our when we went and found the Romulans fucking around with the Borg.
On this episode, right?
No, she's talking about the previous one.
When we first started playing.
Yeah.
Essentially, when
season 1.
Sofek got injected.
Yeah, so that was like season 2, and yes, you would have reported that. Yeah.
Okay. So we should update our report to see that they're still happening. It is still happening.
Absolutely, but we need some evidence before we do.
Well, you need evidence that it's here. That's true. Yeah.
All we have right now is the fact that we know there's a mining colony.
Yeah, we were cute.
And even though the four of us know because of Laura Q over there that it's more than that, or it might not be because Q.
Yes, ideally we would like to have an explanation that wouldn't involve a Starfleet asking us to pee in a cup.
Yes, I don't want it.
So
I'm sensing an away mission for some stealthy research.
Starfleet asking us, wait, you fought pig people and fired supernovas at them? Yes. Section 31 is going to want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deanna Troy.
But in all seriousness, in your report to Admiral Shrev, we should include that we found weapons that could actually harm the Q.
Yeah.
I will need detailed reports from all three of you detailing everything you remember from our incident that will be classified and given directly to Admiral Shrev.
Great.
Including the weapons. Including the Romulan Borg research facility.
Okay.
All of it, everything you remember, and we have confirmed that there is an installation there.
You've confirmed that there's a mining colony.
Yes.
You see compound, and you're getting dilithium readings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Starfleet intelligence may want to investigate.
All right, and with that, I think we're gonna end for the night.
I would like a closing scene if I could.
Please, I was gonna ask you if you wanted one.
I do.
Who's better you appearing in?
Closing scene is Lieutenant Beagle
Yeah.
walking onto the bridge with a dog.
Do I have like a Pomeranian?
No, a beagle.
I got a beagle. Hey, look what I found.
Yeah, you just wanted one and it appeared.
Yeah.
So there are no animals on the bridge.
But I really want this one. Look, his name's so cute too. I mean, I just found him in my room, but he already had a collar on it.
Well,
what's the name?
So you didn't just find it; he just appeared when you wanted it.
Yeah, it totally just appeared.
And the four of you realized that he made it appear, and that's it. Fade to black.
Oh no, we don't fade to black. We zoom in on the name tag and it says Porthos.
Porthos, yes.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Admiral.
And that's where we'll cut. I like that you got that, Sam.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
All right. Okay, everybody. With that, thank you for watching our Q episode. I hope it wasn't too chaotic. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I mean, it happens, so I'm only sorry as far as I can handle it. Yeah, you can find me at the GM Tim, the GMTim.ca. You can find all of our previous episodes on my YouTube and on NorseFoundry.com, Norse Foundry's Twitch stream. You can see our previous games. Head to NorseFoundry.com. Get some awesome dice there. Use the GM Tim as a discount code if you want. Laura, what do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up?
Yeah.
The next time that you'll see anything of mine, I'll be at the D&D virtual weekend running games. I'll be running the adventure that I wrote. Wizards of the Coast.
Exciting! Oh my god, we had so much fun writing those adventures.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Tim had the adventure right after mine, so we collaborated. Yeah. We wrote cool stuff. So I am very excited if anybody wants to come and play it.
We actually
you can find me on the D&D website at wizards.com.
And Sam, Leah, Stefan, Gopal, anything from any of you? You want to plug?
No, I'm boring.
I mean, I don't think so. You're playing and you're all awesome as far as I'm concerned. So,
Star Trek Online every Friday.
Yeah, Star Trek Online. Come watch us on Star Trek Online every Friday. Laura plays with us. Stefan plays with us. Gopal plays with us. Sam's coming back one day. Maybe we can talk Leah into coming and admiraling with us on one Friday night. Admiral. In the meantime, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us, Laura. Everyone watching, thank you very much. Live long and prosper. And have a wonderful night. See you in 2 weeks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.